Lady Hat stood by the duck pond. She liked watching the ducks. They quacked and quacked. But Percy wanted them to be on their way. At last, Lady Hat was back on board.
Next, I'd like to go to the windmill.
Percy was very worried. He knew there wasn't time to go to the windmill. But he didn't feel brave enough to tell Lady Hat. So Percy puffed away. When they arrived at the windmill, Dusty Miller was there. Lady Hat was pleased.
Hello, Dusty. How are you?
We're going to be really late now, Percy huffed to himself. At last, Lady Hat finished talking to Dusty.
Now, Percy, I'd like to see the bluebells in the woods. It would be the perfect end to my special trip.
Percy was more worried than ever. Percy puffed to the woods, but with every puff, he was getting later and later, and further from Lady Hat's surprise. Percy and Lady Hat arrived at the wood. Lady Hat wandered off to admire the bluebells. Percy waited and waited. Suddenly, Thomas puffed up to Percy. "Where have you been, Percy? Sir Topham Hatt is cross. He doesn't want Lady Hat to be late." Percy didn't want Sir Topham Hatt to be cross. He didn't want the surprise to be spoiled.
Don't worry. I'll have her there on time.
So Thomas puffed away. Percy couldn't see Lady Hat anywhere. Percy knew what he had to do. He had to use his do-as-I-say whistle. Percy blew his whistle long and loudly. Lady Hat came out of the woods.
Percy, is something the matter? I'm taking you to a surprise. That's your special trip. Oh, I love surprises. Why didn't you tell me? Because I thought you'd be cross with me if I told you what to do. And now we might be late. We must hurry.
So Lady Hat climbed quickly on board, and Percy raced away. Percy steamed back to Great Waterton as fast as he could. The band was warming up. Jack and Alfie were very excited. Percy had arrived with Lady Hat on time. The band started to play. Lady Hat was delighted.
Oh, what a lovely surprise. Thank you for getting me here on time, Percy.
And thank you, Percy, for keeping it a surprise. Percy was pleased. His do-as-I-say whistle had saved the day. It had been really useful, and so had Percy.
We've had a very busy morning, haven't we? Well, there's lots to do before we can take our steam engines out on the tracks. I have my smelly cheese sandwich, and my sticks of crunchy carrot for my lunch, and some lovely hot tea. I have my special engine driver's uniform on, and my shoes are as shiny can be. And I've checked the map to make sure that Thomas and I both know where we're going. Thank you very much for stopping by and helping me to get everything ready. You were really useful. Oh, Thomas is waiting. Goodbye.